All right, guys, I want to show you an example of a sales funnel, basically, so you can kind of get an experience of what this looks like. This is a Instagram video ad that is basically a minute long, and this video ad is all about a problem that's happening for a specific audience. So I use Instagram ads, Facebook ads to connect and get my ad in front of the right audience that I'm trying to serve. We use different methodologies for doing so, using Facebook ads, lookalike audiences and stuff like that. If you don't understand that, you don't have to understand any of that. But what you do want to understand is that this ad is being served to people who need it, right? Now, this ad, which is a video, it's under a minute long, talks about a pain point and a problem that people have when they're trying to attract clients. That's what this video ad does. It talks about how you need to call out your audience and not attract the wrong people, really know who you're attracting. And so people are really interested in the video ad because it focuses on a problem that they're having. So this is the ad, they watch it, there's a learn more, and then there's text here. So they'll maybe read the text, but then they'll click and they'll climb on into the next step of the funnel, right? So they're coming into the funnel, and it takes them to a webinar sign-up page. It kind of talks about what the webinar experience is going to be, what the pain points are that I'm going to solve, and it also sets me up and positions me in such a way that people understand who I am and why I'm even able to talk about the things that I'm able to talk about, right? So you should have social proof on it. After they've gone through, they look through this, they've even gone and maybe scrolled to the bottom and seen all these different case studies we have in terms of, these are case study screenshots from Facebook and stuff like that. Anyway, they're ready. They're like, man, okay, I want to learn more. I want to sign up for this webinar. So they click the yellow button and they're going to sign up for a webinar time right there. Now, this is using our proprietary webinar platform, and basically they're signing up for a webinar that's considered an automated webinar. An automated webinar is a webinar experience that's streamed in real time with the look and feel of live without it actually being live. Now, this you have to have integrity when using tools like this, so we never say that it's live, but we also don't say it's not live. However, we make sure that people don't feel like they're being duped, okay? And that's the thing you need to know about using tools like this, where they're really great for, hold on one second, for creating automation in your business, but you want to make sure you're using them with integrity. So I never say that this is live when it's not, but the power of it is that it streams in real time with the look and feel of live and in my attendee's local time zone, right? So no matter where someone is coming in from in the world, it is streaming a webinar experience for them in the next 11 minutes or 11 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever. So now, as you see, I've registered, and now this is a confirmation page that has a video that also highlights, thank you for coming and what you should be doing right now and how to take advantage of coming into this webinar. And on this thank you page, we have a few things they can do. They can save the date for the webinar in their calendar. That's a powerful element right there. They can also unlock a free gift. So we actually have a free gift that we give them, which unlocks, they click on a social media button, and that shares news of the webinar. And as them sharing news of the webinar, we congratulate them and thank them for it by giving them a free gift, basically, right? So here we go right here, and then basically they click on this URL to come into the webinar room, and bam, bam, there's a webinar that's starting in 10 minutes. And so what happens at this point is that you get emails, and then suddenly they're invited into this workshop, and this workshop streams in real time with the look and feel of live. So that's how it works. Now, I'm thinking maybe you guys can come into my desktop and see the webinar experience as it's happening, if you guys are interested. So why don't we flip around and I'll show you that. We thought we'd show you guys what it looks like kind of from the desktop when you look at what's happening. So we're registered for this webinar. It's going to be happening anytime soon. And just as a reminder, this is a webinar where I'm not there live, right? So, but it's streaming in real time. So if I refresh the page and stuff like that, it won't play from the beginning like a video. It'll actually be a webinar experience. So I've gotten emails all about it, confirmation emails, and some other things to do. I am super excited that you're here. This is going to be. There's Casey talking. This is going to be good stuff. We're going to be talking about
people that are here at the webinar.
Leverage the power of webinars to land high-paying clients.
Shut up.
Quiet, Casey, quiet. And if I'm here and I'm like, you know, want to ask questions about things like, hey, excited to be here, and submit, those questions come through, and I get them on my email from people that are actually showing up to my webinar, right? So it's kind of cool. I can see people when they're asking questions, and I can reply to those questions. Here it is right there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's that guy. He just asked that question, right? Which is basically me asking that question. But if I click and refresh the page, it doesn't start from the beginning. We're a minute in, you know, so you can see.
Here's what I want you to do first. Wherever you're coming in from in the world, let me know who you are and what your business is. So, like, you know, if you're
so that's basically what it's all about.
Say my name.
So after this, I'll just actually quickly show you where this goes. So throughout this experience, I'm going to teach them how they can land 20 or 30 clients a month using our system. That takes after they have watched the webinar. There's going to be a redirect that takes them into a booking calendar page where they can sign up for a strategy session, and they can also see all the different people we've helped and worked with, and then they sign up for a strategy call. And from the strategy call, what happens is they book a time into the future, and now it takes them to finalizing my booking, and from there they are taken into an application process, basically. The application process is that final qualifier, and from the application process, after they've booked a time with someone from my team, we also get their application pushed into our system, so we know if they are qualified for our program or not. So they jump into our application process and they go through filling out the information. They click submit, and boom, we're good to go. So the application is a qualifying process to make sure that they're the right fit. And basically that's it. I just showed you the funnel in a nutshell and how it works. There are some subtle nuances around it, such as like emails going out and follow-up sequencing and stuff like that, but this is basically how this process works. So I hope that kind of gave some clarity as to maybe if you've ever been on a webinar or wondering about best ways to kind of position yourself or promote your programs or services, etc. You can do it using this process. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you.